Okay, let's do it. 5 o'clock. Tiff. All right, you got it. 5 o'clock. It's 5. Yeah, we're ready to roll. If we could have everybody take their seats. And have the graduates move up to the gate.
Thank you and welcome to the Slover Mountain High School, Washington High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. We will now have our very own Jennifer Reyes Martinez come up for the Pledge of Allegiance.
You can have everybody please stand. Okay. You rest it up. There you go.
Please stand.
Right hand.
Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Please be seated.
Good evening, family members, Board of Trustees, district officials, special dignitaries, and most of all, graduates. We are all happy to be here to celebrate the educational accomplishments of Slover Mountain High School and Washington High School's class of 2021. At this time, I am pleased to introduce the members of the Colton Joint Unified School District's Board of Trustees who are with us tonight. Mr. Dan Flores, Board President. Ms. Bertha Arayin, Vice President. Mrs. Joanne E. Thoreen Ojeda, Clerk. Mr. Israel Fuentes, Trustee. Ms. Pat Haro, Trustee. And Mr. Frank A. Ibarra, Trustee. Our district administrators, Dr. Frank Miranda, Superintendent. Mr. Brandon Dade, Assistant Superintendent of Student Services. Mr. Rick Jensen, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services. Mrs. Ingrid Munsterman, Assistant Superintendent of Human Services, who could not be with us tonight. Dr. Tina Peterson, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. Our special dignitary tonight is Supervisor Joe Baca Jr., San Bernardino County Board of Supervisors, 5th District.
Good evening. I would like to ask all of our directors and coordinators to stand and be recognized at this time. These, along with all of the individuals that were named early, are the ones who work behind the scenes to make it possible to provide an education for our students in this district. We thank you all for coming, and we honor you tonight for helping our students succeed to where they are today. Now I would like to thank all of the Slover Mountain High School and Washington High School teachers and staff and ask them to stand to be recognized at this time as well. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Their hard work and dedication and it takes a village mindset has helped our students see their own potential, leading us to this special occasion this evening. It truly takes the entire team working together in order for each student to succeed in earning their diploma. Whether they're in the classroom, in offices, or monitoring the campus, these amazing individuals get up every day and do what they do because they feel the meaning and purpose of their roles when we reach this all-important day. Thank you. And with that, it is my honor to bring forth our board president, Mr. Dan Flores.
Thank you, Principal Hampton and Principal Berner, for allowing us to join you today on what is an incredible occasion. I too want to welcome parents, family, and friends today for joining us, and of course, our graduates for the class of 2021 from both Slover and Washington High Schools. I cannot tell you how important this is today to be here in person, right? We didn't get to do this enough throughout the year, so the fact that we are here today in person to celebrate is in itself a small miracle. In preparation for today, I reached out to both Principals Hampton and Berner and asked for them to share a few words about this particular class. Principal Berner shared with me the challenges that you face this year in distance learning, how difficult it was at times, yet throughout that, the students persevered, that there was a commitment from the students, the parents, the teachers, and the staff to work together to overcome and defeat the challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic. Principal Hampton shared some very powerful words about her graduates from Slover. She said that they were resilient, tenacious, dedicated, hopeful, strong, courageous, adaptive, genuine, compassionate, and capable. Those are strong words for a strong class. We know this was not the year that maybe you envisioned. It wasn't the year that we envisioned for you. Having to utilize technology and distance learning was a challenge. But you students rose to the occasion. And you showed not just us here at the school district, but an entire community what it means to be Slover strong and Washington strong. Because you see, you are one of a kind, and you have faced challenges before in your life, and you will continue to face challenges. That's a part of life. But this year and everything that has led up to it has prepared you to take on those challenges, to be resilient, to be courageous, and to step out on that ledge and show that you're ready to take on the next challenge. You will be successful because you have an entire community behind you. You have teachers, parents, family members, school district officials. You have people that are rooting for you. And we are so proud that you are here today, because this isn't just your graduation. This is the culmination of a lifetime of learning. And I hope you take it all in and recognize how incredibly proud we are of you and what today truly means. You are a resilient, courageous, and strong class 2021. And I hope you take with you a love of learning. I hope you take with you an understanding that it doesn't end today. Your educational journey, whatever it is you go on to do next, will continue. You see, a wise man once said, "Be curious, not judgmental." Because someone who's judgmental thinks they already understand everything. They already know everything. And so when they see the world, they judge it and everyone in it. But someone who is curious will ask questions when they see the world. And in asking those questions, they'll learn about themselves, they'll learn about others, and they'll learn about the world around them. And in doing so, they'll grow, they'll continue to learn, they'll continue to make themselves better. And so I ask and I encourage you as you go out into the world to be curious, to ask questions, and to challenge yourself to continue to grow every day. And there will always be those who will want to judge you. But remind them, be curious, not judgmental. Thank you all. God bless you, and God bless the class of 2021.
I would now like to introduce Dr. Berner, who is going to give his principal's message to the class of 2021 Washington High School.
Oh my goodness. This is awesome. And what's going to be interesting is my remarks are going to echo what President Dan Flores said. So good evening. Michael Jordan said, "If you're trying to achieve, there will be roadblocks." He continues stating, "I've had them. Everybody has had them. But obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it." Over the past 15 months, a huge obstacle was placed before you. That obstacle was the pandemic and how to continue participating and learning in a virtual platform. You've been through 12 years of education using one type of learning system. Now you've had to learn another way, and you had to get it right so you could graduate. You couldn't ask the teachers because they learned the same way you had to, taking it one day at a time. So, did we, as a school, as Slover, as Washington, did we give up? No. Did your teacher give up? No. Did you as a senior give up? No. We figured out how to get through the pandemic and the virtual learning environment, the virtual learning environment together, and here you are tonight, graduating. It wasn't easy, but you did it. You figured it out. You persevered. You made it. You should feel proud of your hard work to get to this important, celebratory, and symbolic night. Make sure you thank your parents, guardians, families, and friends for taking this journey together and for supporting you along the way. Dr. Anil Kumar Sinha said, "Take action every day, no matter how small a step it seems. Action is fuel to fire your dreams into reality. The taking of action, no matter how small, will fill you with inspiration for taking the next one. How many times over the past 15 months did you doubt? How many times did technology get in the way? Yet, you kept taking those small steps, and one success led to another until you are here and you are seated before us tonight with those caps and gowns on, ready to burst onto the world. What you have accomplished over the past year has prepared you for whatever future you desire. What you know now, more than anything, is that an obstacle can be placed before you and it cannot stop you. What you have earned over the past 13 years is summed up best by B.B. King when he said, "Learning is the one thing that no one can take from you." Best wishes for your future endeavors, class of 2021. Congratulations. Thank you. And now I'd like to reintroduce Ms. Tiffany Hampton, principal of Slover Mountain.
So a little bit behind this message, I think we were getting ready to do all of the preparation, and it was up to the last minute, and last night I finally got a chance to rest, and I said, oh my goodness, I haven't created a message yet for my students. So this is what I came up with. It starts with, I really had to think long and hard about what I wanted to say today. I always tell you how proud I am of you, so I really didn't want that to be the main message. But this class has done extremely well, and it must be noted. You ended your junior year going into a pandemic and not really knowing what was going to happen to you personally and educationally. Some of you suffered great loss. Some of you had to grow up a little faster than you wanted to. Some of you had children or are about to have children. And some of you had personal struggles you had to deal with, but you're not alone. Nevertheless, you came back to your senior year bigger and better, with a growth mindset and ready to take on the difficulties of distance learning and persevere through it all. You saw joy and success in your journey before you took it on. I have been very pleased and honored to be your principal and see your growth over the school year. You are all advocating for yourself more and more every day and making sure that you receive nothing less than the best. You ask questions, you seek answers to things you don't know. You're getting more comfortable with taking risks and trying things you have never done before. You are speaking up and becoming more active than you ever have. You are finding yourself to be a leader when you may have never thought it was possible. You have done well with wanting to do better and recognizing when you have gone off track. This is what resilience is all about. It doesn't stop now, it continues as you are an adult. We still do this. You have done a lot of reflecting and knowing where you need to improve, which is something you will do all of your life. The reflecting and improving when you just aren't satisfied will never stop. Continue to want more for yourself and demand more for yourself. Continue to prove people wrong when they say you can't do it. Just know that everything is possible. Know that you have a bright future ahead of you, and even when you don't see it, others do and will see it. People are continuously watching you. There is a watching eye on each and every one of you. You never know where a positive work ethic and a positive attitude can lead you one day. Continue to keep that in mind. With this, know that you will be missed, and know that you will always have a home here at Slover. When times get tough and you need to talk to someone, we're here. When you're looking for employment and you need a reference, we're here. When you're still looking for guidance as to what lies ahead before you in your future, we're still here. You will forever be part of the Slover Mountain High School family and always, always a Cougar. Our slogan is absolutely true, and it's definitely impossible to do it. Everybody knows this slogan. You know the slogan. It's all over the place. You cannot, you absolutely cannot spell Slover without love. It's who we are, it's what we stand for, and it's what we will continue to give you even as you move after this day. I love each and every one of you. You know this already, and I wish you the best of luck as you move on after June 3rd, 2021. Thank you.
Okay, it is definitely my pleasure to introduce a student, our student speaker for Washington High School, and that is Michelle Figueroa Ochoa. If you'll come up to the stage.
Before I speak, I would like to make a moment of silence for 23 seconds for a student we lost our sophomore year, Jamie Lynn S. So if you would please bow your heads. Thank you. Okay. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty members to Washington High School's Class of 2021 commencement ceremony. I would like to thank the school board and everyone else who was able to make this day happen. I would also like to thank my parents for pushing me to always try my best no matter what, for encouraging me to become a better person, and for risking their lives to come to this country to give my brothers and I a better future. I'm proud to say that I am a daughter of hardworking immigrants. Thank you. With that being said, today is a great day, seniors. We did it. We are graduating. I remember being a freshman, wondering when this day would come, and here it is. I guess it's true what they say about high school flying by. Despite the circumstances, you all pushed through and worked hard to get to where you are right now. Be proud of yourselves. Graduating high school is a huge accomplishment, especially in the midst of a global pandemic. As we gather here today, we look back and think about these past 4 years, all the memories you created with your peers and friends. Soon we will all be starting a new chapter in our lives. I stand here today filled with hopes and dreams, and so do you. And I'm here to tell you that there is no easy path without obstacles to achieve those dreams. Life is filled with ups and downs, and there will be people who doubt you. But do not let these things stop you from achieving your goals. You get to decide what you want to do from here. The world is yours. Thank you. Thank you.
That was amazing. Good job, Michelle. Next up, we have Jennifer Reyes Martinez from Silver Mountain High School, who will start as our first speaker this afternoon.
Good evening, fellow classmates, class of 2021, family, friends, teachers, and parents. We are here today to celebrate a major milestone in our lives. We worked so hard to get to this point of our educational journey. However, we wouldn't have made it without our parents and family. Without the support and encouragement we always receive from everyone. We have accomplished one of the biggest chapters of our lives, but this doesn't end here. This is just the beginning. I want to start off by thanking Ms. Hampton and Ms. Fraijo my counselor, Ms. Garcia, for always being there to uplift me and motivate me, from everyone here at Slover Mountain High School. I'm sure many of you have wonderful experiences here at Slover, and I want to share mine with you all. Before entering Slover, I was a very quiet and afraid person to open up about my feelings. However, coming to Slover really helped boost my confidence and made me feel motivated. Unfortunately, I experienced several roadblocks, but I never gave up because I had a great counselor, principals, and teachers that pushed me every single day. Silver Mountain High School feels like you are at home because we are treated like family. For instance, every school day as we enter Slover to begin our day, we always greeted with a big warm welcome from staff members and teachers. This made me feel happy about coming to school and positive about my future. This is definitely an experience that will stick with me for the rest of my life. I want to thank the following people for making such a great impact in my life. First, I want to thank Ms. Hampton and Ms. Fryho for always encouraging and motivating me to achieve greater things. Secondly, I want to thank Ms. Garcia for always checking up on me and making sure I passed all my classes. You are one of the best counselors a student could ever ask for. Thirdly, I want to give a huge thank you to Mr. Salas for motivating me and all his students every single day and pushing us to keep going. I really enjoyed your classes, especially leadership class, because I had the opportunity to be the ASB president at Slover Mountain High School. I am so grateful for this opportunity because it helped me grow into a better person, and I feel really proud of myself. Lastly, I also want to thank every single one of my teachers for always being so supportive and understanding when I needed a little extra time to complete my assignments. I couldn't feel more proud to graduate from one of the schools that has helped me grow so much resilience in myself. I can say I'm extremely happy to be a part of the Slover family. Congratulations to my fellow Cougar graduates of the class of 2021. We did it. Hashtag you can't spell Slover without love. Thank you, everybody.
Good job. Wonderfully said. You can't spell Slover without love. And next up, we have Marisol Neri Aguilera, who is going to do our next speaker for this evening.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2021. I'm going to try and make this speech short and fast. I am really honored to be able to come up here and say a few words and thank a few people. First off, I want to thank God for letting us take this big step. I also would like to thank our teachers because they have helped us out in this journey. They try everything possible to see their students cross this stage. Either it was helping us with tutoring or giving us opportunities to retake a test or an assignment. So can we please have a round of applause for our teachers? This has been a very interesting and difficult year for us, but we made it. One thing I'll never forget from Slover Mountain High is when one of my teachers told me that nothing in life is easy, but not impossible. Therefore, we have to work hard and prove that anything in life is possible and that no pandemic can stop us from reaching our goals. We have come so far to just give up. We have to keep fighting for our dreams because no one else will fight them for us. Life is not going to be easy, but trust me, if you put all of your effort into it, you will become someone big in life. Now, I want to start thanking some specific people in my family. La primera persona que le quiero dar las gracias es a mi mamá. Usted llegó a los Estados Unidos hace 18 años, sin nada, pero hizo todo lo posible para darnos todo a mis hermanos y a mí. Y se aseguró que nada nos faltara. Usted me enseñó a valorar y nunca darme por vencida. Y le agradezco con todo mi corazón por ser una guerrera y por apoyarme en la vida. y le agradezco para prepararme para la vida. Gracias por creer en mí. La quiero mucho, mamá. También le quiero dar las gracias a mi abuela por ser la segunda madre para mis hermanos y para mí. Usted siempre les ayudaba a mis padres en todo. Usted me enseñó a trabajar duro para alcanzar mis sueños. Y le agradezco por eso. Y le agradezco por nunca rendirse y por siempre cuidar de nosotros y nuestro bienestar. Finalmente, le quiero dar las gracias a mi papá. Usted, como mi mamá, llegó a los Estados Unidos hace muchos años, buscando una vida mejor. Luchó aunque había tiempos difíciles. Usted puso el pie para apoyarme y para ayudarme. Y estoy muy agradecida de tenerlo en la vida. Y ahora me toca luchar y hacer todo lo posible para cuidar de ustedes. Espero que estén muy orgullosos de mí, porque esta vez sí me puse las pilas. I also want to promise my siblings something. Adriana, Junior, and Vanessa. I promise I'll do everything in my hands to set a good example and show you guys that whoever fights for their dreams will achieve them one way or another. I know we have our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, you guys will always have a special place in my heart. Getting here wasn't easy, but I'm ready to cross this stage and prove to my parents that they didn't come to the United States for nothing. Today I stand proudly as an Aguilera. Like my uncle says, una Aguilera nunca se raja. An Aguilera never gives up. I am also proud of being a graduate of Slover Mountain High School. I am going to miss the teachers and staff, but it's time to move on to bigger things. Therefore, keep your head up and show the world what you're capable of. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Slover Mountain High has taught us to never give up and always keep pushing forward to get to where we want to be in life. Good luck in the future, and I hope you guys reach and go past your goals. Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you and stay safe.
That was beautiful, Marisol. And next up, we come to a point in the program where we are able to honor some of our students who have been recipients of the Slover Mountain High School Scholarship. They probably do not know they are getting this scholarship, but they did apply for it. So I am going to name these individuals, and please come forward so that you can receive your envelope. The first recipient, who plans on going to San Bernardino Valley College for vet medicine, Leslie Gonzalez. You'll see her again. Marisol Neri Aguilera, San Bernardino Valley College nursing program. Very proud of you. You're welcome, honey. Next up, we have Jacob Pacheco. Jacob Pacheco plans on going to UCLA and becoming an engineer. Please come forward, Jacob Pacheco. Following Jacob Pacheco, we have Felipe Serrano going to San Bernardino Valley College to study law. Congratulations. Proud of you, honey. Coming up behind Felipe, we have Diana Vertiz, Riverside City College Nursing Program. Congratulations, honey. And last but certainly not least, we have Khalees Wright, San Bernardino Valley College, and she wants to become an OBGYN. Come on forward. There you go, honey. You're welcome. You're welcome. Those are all of our recipients. We are so very happy for you, and we cannot wait to see what you do in the future. Please make sure that you come back to Slover and let us know. And next up in the program, we have the presentation of the class of 2021. We are going to start with Washington High School with Dr. Berner.
Thank you, Ms. Hampton. We now invite our Board of Trustees along with our superintendent to please come forward at this time. Or we just staying put? They're staying put, okay. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the administration and staff of Washington High School, it gives me great pleasure to verify that the class of 2021 has met all the graduation requirements of Washington High School, the Colton Joint Unified School District, and the state of California. I asked Dr. Frank Miranda, our superintendent, to accept the class and present them to the Board of Education for conferring of the diplomas.
Thank you, Dr. Berner. As superintendent of the Colton Joint Unified School District, I accept the class of 2021, affirming that they have fulfilled all of the state and local requirements, and certified that they are the 2021 graduating class of Washington High School.
Thank you, Dr. Miranda and Principal Berner. As president of the Colton Joint Unified School District Board of Education, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I am honored to begin conferring of the diplomas and the presentation of names of the Washington High School class of 2021.
All right, Washington graduates, if you please stand. Maintain physical distancing and begin walking to Mrs. Love.
Aaliyah Selena Hernandez. Michelle Figueroa Ochoa. Juliana Carmen Godinez. Brianna Oliveras. Jesus Ridley Marcos.
And these are our graduates from Washington High School. Give them a big round of applause. And now I'd like to introduce once again Miss Tiffany Hampton, principal of Slover.
We now have Dr. Miranda and President Dan Flores before us. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the administration and staff of Slover Mountain High School, it gives me great pleasure to verify the class of 2021 that has met all of the graduation requirements of Slover Mountain High School, the Colton Joint Unified School District, and the state of California. I ask Dr. Miranda, our superintendent, to accept the class and present them to the Board of Education for conferring of the diplomas.
Thank you, Ms. Hampton. As superintendent of the Colton Joint Unified School District, I accept the class of 2021, affirming that they have fulfilled all of the state and local requirements, and certify that they are the 2021 graduating class of Slover Mountain High School.
Thank you, Dr. Miranda and Principal Hampton. And as president of the Board of Education and on behalf of the Colton Joint Unified School District and the Board of Trustees, it gives me great pleasure to begin the conferring of diplomas and the presentation of names from the Slover Mountain High School class of 2021.
And with that, can the first row of graduates please stand as you come forward? Mrs. Garcia will begin saying their names.
Leslie Mercedes Gonzalez. Susana Banuelos.
Good job.
Annalise Delgadillo. Marisol Neri Aguilera. Jennifer Reyes Martinez. Paola Giselle Sanchez. Genesis Michelle Gameros Gonzalez. Montserrat Burgos. John Arthur Garcia. Victor Manuel Fernandez. Eric Matthew Leyva. Isis Paige Valdivia. Desiree Anaya Jimenez. Xavier G. Emmanuel Sharp. Michael Tristan Doak. Angel Fabian Gamez.
Brian Ramirez Estrada. Aaron Joseph Ruiz. Chelsea Mares. Melanie Guerra. Khalees Daviona Ani Wright. Iran Fernanda Cruz Teran. Gabriel R. Aguilar. Jennifer Elizabeth Duran. Julius George. Jessica L. Franco. Desiree Raquel McGeary. Congratulations. Yeah, I got you. Congratulations. Lizette Torres Rios. Chaz M. Lopez. Alicia Lucia Perez. Miguel Ruiz. Eduardo Montiel Serrano. Mariana Ruiz. Tamer Shalabi. Tanya Villalobos. Diana Lizette Vertiz. Liliana Yvette Vertiz. Nathanael Garcia. Congratulations. Brandon Anthony Welch. Congratulations. Daniel Sanchez. Angel Franco. Richard Armando Camacho. Elijah Holmes. Ivan Daniel Ramirez Duran. Julissa Neblina. Clara Ann Coleman. Jose Angel Martinez Jr. Mackenzie Lloyd Amario Mendoza. Frank Ibarra. Lorraine Raynette Enriquez. Christopher Guzman. Jacob Pacheco. Abel de Jesus Guzman. Felipe de Jesus Serrano III. Nestor Fernando Alvarez Martinez. George Caceres Jr. Javier Gomez. Marissa Leslie Rodriguez. Julian Mesa. Diana Maritza Amaral Madera. Carlos Owen Monroy Garcia.
And that was the Slover Mountain High School class of 2021. And now I'd like to call forward Mr. Gonzalez to come for the turning of the tassels. You're almost there. You're almost there. Remember, you start at the right. Start at the right.
And now for the moment you all have been waiting for. It gives me great honor to ask you to turn your tassel from right to left. You are officially graduates of the class of 2021. Congratulations.
that part. Well, congratulations, class of 2021. You did it. You're done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to exit the way we came in. And if first row will stand. So now you're going to exit to the right and walk back around and show everything off to all your family. Music, please. Yeah, don't forget that you're going to head to the gym. And you will exit to Rancho. Meet your families out there in Rancho.